So, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is PTP. I'm from New Jersey. Coming down here to D.C. today to spread awareness of the corruption of the control system of a government that we live in.
Right. What's one of the biggest issues you think that we're protesting, that we're facing here today? I know there's a lot, but if you could pinpoint one or...
Me personally, my biggest issue that I'm here today to spread awareness on is the sleeping masses of a society that we live in. I just want people to wake up, at least become aware of the programming that we've been placed in since, children in this country. That's my biggest thing. So, I'm out here. If I can wake up one person per day, I'm satisfied. At least plant a seed of subconscious in their subconscious of knowledge. And
Right, I agree. What's a message you would give somebody that's just now waking up, just now starting to kind of feel that something's wrong and start digging for the truth?
Continue seeking knowledge. The internet is a tool that we can use to learn whatever you want. So just continue to seek knowledge, talk to like-minded people so you don't feel crazy, because when you first start waking up, you definitely feel crazy. So keep like-minded people around you and just stay humble.
Hey, give us your name real quick.
Chris.
Hey, Chris, nice to meet you.
You too, dude.
Hey, so what happened earlier today, and give us a little insight on what you think about it.
Okay, so the protest had moved to outside the Capitol, and we were kind of like that formed a line with the cops, and there's about like 3 foot kind of like wood block, wood stair thing, and all of us were there. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. There are like more of us than cops. I'm going to rush this, and hopefully a couple people will follow me. So I hopped over their line, ran past a couple of cops, and got taken down by like what felt like all of them. What felt like a football team, like 20 some odd cops, just like dropped on me. And then after that they took me to into a paddy wagon and down to booking, where they charged me with crossing a police line, and they gave me the option of either paying like $100 fine or taking it to court. I didn't feel like the hassle of court, so just said fuck it, take $100, and got a couple hours later.
There you go.
Yeah, no regrets though, by the way. Do it again.
Cool, man. We definitely saw that, and it was definitely neat. You also helped bring out the barricades when they were pulling them out. What do you have to say for people who come to this event? I mean, what do you think they should take out of it?
Well, first, I think it's awesome that everyone came out, and I would say more people need to come out, just get more and more people get involved. And I would say know that they are not alone. There are other people who have the same grievances against government spying, NSA, and who feel the same way and know that this shit can't continue. And I honestly believe our numbers are growing. So I think coming out here, just raising awareness, spreading the word is doing great things, and we'll continue to do great stuff in the future.
Cool, man. So this is your first time doing it?
Second time. I came last year.
Okay, cool. Well, we're just from Orlando. We just wanted to come by and say what's up, man. We appreciate your time, buddy.
Thanks for
Chris.
down here.
Hey, no problem, buddy.
What's your name and where are you from, man?
My name's Irie, and I'm from Jacksonville, Florida.
All right. Why are you here today, generally speaking?
I'm here to help bring awareness to a lot of the issues in the country. Now, granted, a lot of different people are here representing like all different kinds of issues, because it's not just one answer for that question. But the fact I'm here to help be a part of the group that's trying to help wake people up.
Yeah.
So being here in body is one of the biggest things you can do, and as long as you keep talking to people and spreading the message, then that's how you fight this war, right?
Yeah, exactly. I see how we've got a big thing where we're like very adamant about staying peaceful and staying, organized and like focused on our goal here. Why do you think it's so important that we stay peaceful when we're doing this?
Because you look throughout history, violence does nothing more but beget more violence. And us acting like violent animals, they can very easily play it off as we're just another part of the problem. If you really want to make a change, you've got to show that we can do it a different way. Right. And their way is violence. So we can't do it their way. We have to do it a new way. And to change the world, at least the world I want to see, is full of like human beings loving each other because we're human beings, not putting separate people on pedestals because they may have a badge or they were born in a certain family, or you know what I mean? No, they weren't. Peaceful's the only way to make this change.
Peaceful's the only way. I agree with you. What advice would you give to someone like a younger kid maybe that's just waking up, just starting to sense something's wrong and start maybe digging for the truth?
Keep your eyes open, remember that you're good enough, and just keep being a better person each day. The only way you can change this world is through changing yourself. You approach it with the change the world mentality, it's going to blow up in your face. It does it every time, because you'll lose sight of what's really important. You'll get involved in what you're doing, not who you are. You stay focused on who you are and just continue to be a good person, and you'll be all right. You'll help change this world.
What's your name, man?
Kevin Blanche.
And what are you doing here today, Kevin?
Well, I'm one of the guys that organized this a year and a half ago. I'm a human rights activist, and we're trying, a year and a half ago, John Anthony and I started talking together. My gig, Post Ignorance, he knew me from online and my protests. And he's like, let's lead up to Martin Luther King's, the 50th anniversary. I said, yeah. And so we were pointing towards that, and I was sick. But anyway, he come up, because we knew Aaron Swartz, and I was in Williamsburg the day Aaron Swartz, and he says, well, we got to fold Anonymous. And I says, yeah. We're trying to bring all these groups together. And so he come up with the Million Mask Man idea, and I'm like, let's fucking do it. But what it is, it's just an attempt to take human rights activists and put us together. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to fucking understand right and wrong. We understand right and wrong. And so that's what we're doing. I mean, that's what I do. I'm a full-time activist.
Right.
I'm all over.
I see how it's we're very adamant about staying peaceful, staying organized, staying focused on our goal here. Why do you think it's so important that we stay together and stay peaceful during this?
Well, because if we splinter out, they're going to fucking beat the fuck out of us and kill us. We get splintered out, they get you in a corner by yourself. God only knows. We know from past experiences that bad things happen in jail cells, if we don't have an advocate with us, like death.
Right.
So.
What message would you give to a younger viewer, someone just waking up to the truth, someone just starting to dig and feel that something's wrong?
Be your own change, and don't be just a talker, be a walker. Physically represent what you are. Like, we don't wear shirts made by slaves in China. We represent all human rights issues, all of them, and we live our lives that way. We don't talk it, we walk it. And show up to protest, get active, and my gig's called Post Ignorance. Make yourself informed, educate yourself. And be an articulate and raise your voice. Don't lower it.
That's right. Well, there you have it. The change starts within, and don't just talk the talk. Make sure you walk the walk.
Physically represent what you are. Physically represent your rhetoric.
Yes, do it in your everyday life.
Yes, all day, every day, exactly. In all issues. Not even when it's uncomfortable. We talk about the uncomfortable issues. We just had that argument with the young Marines. It was intense. It was radical. It was great. We need those intense, articulate arguments. They need to happen.
What's your name?
Zach.
And where are you from?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
All right, what brought you out here today?
Everything, man.
Everything?
It's
Is there anything in particular that upsets you more than...
Police brutality,
Police brutality?
The most. I can't stand the whole Mike Brown thing.
Right.
I mean, I see it on the daily. Like, we get so many cops that they're killing way too many people. There's people shooting people's dogs. I've seen like 5 of those already. Like, what's next?
Right, I agree. What do you think? What does Anonymous mean to you? In just a simple couple sentences.
It's like the greatest collection of beautiful minds that there is. Like, all these people were here for the same cause, and they know what to do. Right. They know how to not stay out. They know how to stay out of trouble and not provoke people and
not keep feeding the system.
Right,
I agree with you. Well, last question for you. What advice would you give to a younger person that's just waking up to the truth, just starting to dig and research things?
Dig further. Come out here. Join us. Like, you don't have to be totally in depth of everything to come out and do this.
Right.
It's the easiest thing ever. Like, come stand up for yourself. It's your right.
Right, and it's fun too, right? I mean,
yeah, it's oh man, this is like the best day I've had in a long time. So yeah, I definitely needed it.
All right, David, what brings you out here today?
Well, honestly, I'm a father of 6 children, and probably in '93 was the first time I really got into this scene. Back in BBS days, my first friends were made on bulletin board systems.
Right.
Back before it was cool, and then internet chat and stuff like that. And, I've lived the corporate life. I continue to live the corporate life because I have to raise my family. But I don't watch TV.
Right.
I read a lot.
You're aware.
I'm totally aware of everything. And
You're out here with us, brother.
oh yeah, absolutely. So it's just one of those things that it's impossible to ignore at a certain point
Right.
when you think about the future of your children.
Is there anything specific, a specific issue or something going on that
The Federal
really drives
Reserve
you?
is probably the biggest one.
Right.
Yeah.
And why is that?
Well, whoever controls the money, right, and lends it to countries, then when they can lend it to both sides of a war, they're basically the ones that dictate where we go to war, when we go to war, when we stop going to war, when we start a war, who fights who and who wins. And I think that we're all beneficiaries in this country of something that we really don't deserve. You know, what is it, like 80% of the world lives on less than $2 a day?
Right.
And it's something that bothers me on a daily basis. So
What's a message you would give to a younger person or someone just now starting to dig, starting to feel something's wrong, just starting to wake up to this reality that we're living in?
Read books.
Read books?
Yeah, read things like None Dare Call It Conspiracy. Read things like
Good book.
Doors of Perception, Heaven and Hell. Read the Illuminatus trilogy. Read Brave New World.
Right.
I mean, get it on Audible if you want. If you're in your car, listen to that stuff. Don't listen to the garbage that they're feeding you.